Ebusuya memo akwa basongo kra do be ye PhD TV ebusuya na makacho say Ghana amanyosoma etwegu eye hot political update na me de bedo mo channel eso sanso na nsema hodo afa papa na bo Canada akompre kunkunkun berema Ohene Agyapong bema ba bema onsi so ansana ham ne ho nsem de bebre na na obete e wo channel eso internet no first time oba channel so mesro bo modern subscribe channel no efma video ya wo hwe so bo modern share video we fama onu anu nye bi nhwe nte de ekoso e wo man Ghana hase edi am jeso eye anchor atoken ebusia ye papa na bo Canada akompre ko Ohene Agyapong versus Anas Arome ya Anas endra danem de betu Anas de betu dwa se asem no ya close bibia na ye close asem no wie ye no Anas sika ya yese Canadian farmer no $500 $500 ye na anim trending news e baaye Anas e de betu dwa ene man me win case e US na Ghanaian judges de wo mo nya papa Ghanaian judges de abodanfo nko Ghanaian judges de bias nko Ghanaian judges de politicians atomo Ghanaian judges de eni ense bebre edigu Ghana judges for so enye se wuken en hono na yeso so ebeka kire mo se asem na ye nkan wie yo nti ko nya abotre asem na de aba na se jury sisi kine Japan so se debi de jury ye no wanye ne ye nti asem na kura nya kura nkonko duru judge ne nimpo na judge kura ma ruling anaso ama final verdict insana te de munya abotre na yanwura asem no mu ye ne wura mu wi a na afi de wabeka wo nsem yeti ye ne ywanze Anas na mayi BBC na Anas na hwan en ono nante no today I stand before you as a journalist but as a witness to history a child of Ghana's deben can bro for the Google deben so ja hwan say yame adom amande ye wini we wini court case against Canada compare Ohene Agyapong ye say eno wabon holding Ohene Agyapong former MP deben defamation and awarding damages of 18 million. It Anas nsema no ke kan no. What I say? Anas nsema no ke kan no. Yes, we know. What the award? Ya award o trebo mu. Anas o kan wo mu. E na nsa so ye de we ni to ho. Ti e wo do mbaka akoti. Anas kan sanse mu hina ma Anas kokopie mo BBC hina. E ba ne ko kire se an. Victory na ba no. O de ama eye chese. O de ma amasuale wonya no baby ko. O kan ni hina. O ti ase. O kan ni hina. Ameje yeso ye nenam wa afidi ando ekoda sole ya yesi anaso yentua yi $500 per man like how ike 18 million de mu beka ya nas lawyers eba be ka kire ye say beginning no omo ask for $30 million. Oh yes de omo kan no anas lawyers de omo kan eno omo ase no omo hwe ya no omo kokodura na o so ye da bi oriente so san famra meduru hwan na even Kennedy di agora sa 18 million no omo de betam se by 5 se de ben insem bebre na naso lawyers ibedwa omo num kan ya brag ya se brag mu brag ya kase no hwan na ayi akohwifo ne hwan so omo so mo obra nyina kasa tia Kennedy Agyapong ke kansamfo de kire Kennedy ne honkro no ba ne he na Kennedy your presidential ambition ni nyina ya kele no your presidential hwan ni nyina ya eku no na funny you timuntie prophet Bernard is some kind na or say Kennedy akompre ko Ohene Agyapong answer na obabia Ghana pen ye beka ne ho nsem saa na ne din ato Ghana fo trim na o ma hwe so ato abade ama papa no enti mbedin ka kire $30 million afidi ekokoduru say $18 million afidi ekoda sole ya $500 like me chiro ma mentiase ono no nkofo so we wini oh yes we wini but case die obi edi nsemfo as defamation the amount ye de be mawo no ono kire win no oh yes because amount no ene be so akoma se yese wakogina baby akogina TV so akogu mofu kona kokan we ba Kennedy die so ntua we nko no baby ana kire hawa wono wasem no na eye bomb esibi defa asem no na bomb asem no ensuo bi anyinem asem no chese wo hwemu a na eni kwa se ko no mo de ko Because you be say if you will fight crowd o fire crowd free Ghana crowd ko say. Na lawyers awa crowd o hire mo crowd for say 18 million US dollars na say. Ko ni mo say na me mpesike bia, na me mpesike bia. Ye fra akwa bi yi. So Obama poku ase. Ni tise kube. Utise kube. O so le a MPP ni ba ko we jimi kura ne sa akwa na friend say Obama poku ase no. We jimi si no bia wo MPP party no. We jimi si obi a. The way ogusu different anas wo ho no de ase we jimi. We de kura na 500 ye kan say $500 na ye de ama anas no. Enye sa amount na anas ye hwehwe. Anas be ka kire say we win court case no. This is the case. Ni na say fact ni na say anas we win court case no. Ya award 18 million US toppable dollars. Na fi de ba ne say na 18 million US dollars abeda ne $500. $500. Am ya metie. Me bufu sisie ya. Me ka kire ken. Endo akasa me daddy kasa na me ka kire say daddy enso kire $500. Ah. Say. The $500 do a class 9,000. Me tua the amount. Bufu ne ya metie ya me send this calculator to Kennedy account mkura. What you say? Until we dey la sika o expecting this hanka. Enya free na we lose like ya man $500 na afro baba dane ase na me mpesika na me ka chose na me mpesika na me mpesika na wo mpesika bai mpesika nka wo ya wodo ye kan say kakra de ma wo no nkoko gina BBC ekoye ho nkonta sia menge munya hu hwe Kennedy ndi yankopo ehira no yambegusu ehira no ye hwe nsema na ase kan yo no nde opeso dane na no.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I stand before you not just as a journalist, but as a witness to history, a child of Ghana's turbulent past, and a soldier in the fight for truth. Yesterday, in the Essex County Superior Court of New Jersey, an 8-member jury delivered a unanimous verdict holding Kennedy Agyapong, former Ghanaian MP, liable for defamation and awarding damages of $18 million. The ruling is more than a legal victory. It is a profound affirmation that truth matters, that justice is not a privilege of the powerful, and that the arc of history does indeed bend towards righteousness. My story begins long before this moment. I was born at the 37 Military Barracks in Accra, the son of the soldier who served in an era where power belonged to those who wielded the gun. I grew up watching my nation transition from military rule to democracy, witnessing firsthand the struggle of ordinary Ghanaians yearning for justice, transparency, and accountability. When Ghana finally embraced democracy, I knew that safeguarding it required more than just laws. It needed the unyielding courage of those willing to hold power accountable. That is why I chose journalism, not as a career, but as a calling. Over the years, my team and I have exposed corruption at the highest levels, from the corridors of politics to the halls of justice. But in fighting the corrupt, one becomes a target. Mr. Agyapong, in a desperate bid to silence me, labeled me a land grabber, an extortionist, a murderer, a tax evader, and a blackmailer who ought to be hanged. These were not just lies. They were calculated attempts to destroy my credibility and put my life in danger. While Ghana's legal system failed to deliver justice in 2018, the US court upheld truth. This case was not easy. Proving defamation in the United States requires establishing actual malice by a clear and convincing evidence standard, one of the highest legal thresholds in the world. That the jury ruled 8-0 in my favor on every count is a testament to the fact that Mr. Agyapong acted with reckless disregard. Regrettably, Ghana's justice system has not always lived up to the principles of fairness and impartiality. When I sued Mr. Agyapong in 2018, despite his inability to legally substantiate his allegations, the court ruled against me, with Justice Barr scandalously branding me a terrorist instead of adjudicating the facts before him. This miscarriage of justice was later condemned by Supreme Court Justice Kolende, who rightly described it as a violent abuse of judicial authority. My fight has never been for personal gain, but for the soul of Ghana's democracy. This victory in the US sends a powerful message. The media cannot be silenced, truth cannot be buried, and those who wield power must be held accountable. Let this moment be a wake-up call to all who seek to erode the foundations of justice in Ghana. Let it remind us that democracy is not just about elections, but institutions that uphold the truth, courts that deliver justice without fear or favor, and citizens who refuse to accept corruption as the norm. To my legal team, Andrew Dehere Esquire, Arthur Womega Esquire, Evans Salasi Adeka Esquire, and Odei Kro Esquire, I am forever grateful for your dedication to justice. And to my supporters in Ghana and around the world, your unwavering belief in the fight strengthens my resolve. The battle against corruption continues. We will name, shame, and jail. Ghana deserves better, and I will never stop fighting for a future where justice is not a privilege of the powerful, but the right of every citizen. Thank you.